Tonight, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears taking on Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game. So they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now a first down throw, Fields. They shakes him off, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. DJ Waddle. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Fields. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Escapes the defender. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Cousins gives way to Cook. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last year, up to make the play.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On second down, it's Cook. He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team can have any more confidence in handing him the football.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Touchdown, Vikings! K.J. Osborne, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery, and he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And here comes Westbrook. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Cook and fights through one man. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row and now a pickup of 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins now. Get quickly to Thielen here. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll run with Cook. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Madison. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air? And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. That time a 9-play drive. And it's polished off by a Vikings score. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Jakeem Grant now to return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 36, Fields. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
Fields on first down. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. Back to the air, Fields on second down. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. Fields throwing again. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, Fields. And he finds his tight end, Graham. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And the Bears are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Line of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Again, Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we are at half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Cook. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He's going to get this one down to Cook, and he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a give to Madison running right. Fights him off. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap. They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That's caught by Montgomery. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Westbrook now on the return. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Handoff comes to Cook. Oh, look at the juke. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 157 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a give to Madison. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. On 3rd down, Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Fields. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Fields now to throw. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Graham. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Man open. It's Goodwin. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st down, it's Fields. And Graham on the ground. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Draw play. Fields gives to Montgomery.
They like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. James Lynch, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Second down and goal. Fields looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all